This week's podcast is brought to you by the Beefy Boys. Just three cool dudes hanging out, talking about sports, video games, music, and whatever else they feel like. Find them at their website, www.beefyboys.com. Also, where you find your other podcasts, iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, all the regulars. The Beefy Boys, the best show on planet Earth.
Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Jess.
And we're the Deerfoot Sisters. Sorry to interrupt, but we have some breaking news.
We wanted to let you know that right now you're actually only listening to the second best podcast on planet Earth.
That's right. If you want to check out the world's best podcast, search Deerfeed on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, all the regulars.
Deerfeed's a podcast featuring two sisters talking about life and all the kooky things it brings, like rhymes.
So when you're done listening to this episode, be sure to check out Deerfeed. Or you can just do it right now. Thanks!
Get your kicks on episode 66 of the Beefy Boys. Now I know.
Execute Order 66 of the Beefy Boys.
Nerd. Christian's not here again, unfortunately. The moving is still happening. But next week will be what we call it, the re-return of Christian next week, which is going to make this interesting because this is going to be our
Christian.
Return of the
Beefy
Christian.
Boys, Return of the Christian.
There we go. Yeah. Set aside 4.5 hours for that one. Just kidding. This is going to be our Super Bowl preview, the world's least knowledgeable Super Bowl preview.
It's a pun off of the Lord of the Rings title, Return of the King.
Oh, I did not get that. I thought it was like Return of the Mac.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The song, Return of the Mac.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a hip-hop song from like the early 90s.
Oh, that's probably why I don't know.
Anyways. Rita and I were not prepared to record by ourselves, so we have no nerd fest for you. I don't have another half an hour on Kingdom Hearts lore or anything today. Instead, we'll just get right into our Super Bowl preview.
There's always Final Fantasy 14.
Christian, Eric, Rita can always go down the Final Fantasy 14 I guess I can talk about, I have been playing a new game. Not new, but restarted an old game. I'm playing Final Fantasy X again. Well, I needed a game to play on the bus because I finished off the sorry, I just got a message from Christian in real time. Anyway, I finished Pokemon and I was like, I need something to play on my Switch. I'm bored because my commute is just too long for the 4 phone games. I run out of energy crystals or whatever nonsense it is, and I'm like, okay, now what? So then Final Fantasy X on the Switch. Still awesome. They actually added some nice touches on the Switch where, because it's a touch screen, there's a slide out menu where you can there's a button to heal. Just heal my whole party. And you pick items or magic, and it's like, all right, I used 12 MP and I healed your whole party. Instead of having to dive through the menu and do it yourself every few minutes, which is pretty nice. Which then, again, raises the question, why don't they just do that after every battle? You know? Because I remember when that became a trend, and it was like, that's dumb. Why would we get full health after every battle? And it's like, well, wait a second. Doesn't everyone just immediately open the menu and heal their whole party anyway?
Yeah.
It's just skipping that step.
Yep.
Fair point. And same thing with the summons. You can change the summon animations to be way shorter, just right on the touchscreen, which
really
is real nice. Yeah. I don't use summons that much in Final Fantasy X, but in Final Fantasy 7 or 9, really, it's really bad. Or 8. Because on 9 they fixed it.
Fucking 30 seconds for each attack.
Knights of the round, yeah. All right, get a snack. I hope it's still happening.
Yep.
Honestly, Death Stranding has the same problem where, the main mechanic is you go around and you deliver packages, except every time you deliver a package, the guy has to say something about, oh, it's in great condition. Great. And then you got to, wait for, your little experience points to come up, and then, they get applied to your character, and it ends up taking, 25 seconds every time. I've literally delivered hundreds of packages. I'm like, I can't just skip.
Yep.
Skip.
I think in any game, they should add a skip option after the first time you view anything that is mundane and repeatable.
They did that. So one of the mechanics in Death Stranding is anytime you get near the BTs, which are the weird spooky ghost things.
Yeah.
There's these 2 quick cutscenes, but they really start to drive you crazy because well, first of all, if it's raining, there's going to be ghosts. That's the thing. Then when you get near, it like freezes what it's doing to show you like a flower growing and dying real fast to show that, okay, the death things are near. Then when you get even closer, your little baby freaks out and your little hand thing starts going like this. But it's like, I'm already in the rain. Like, I know there's going to be these things around. Can you just like start the flashing and not like make me wait?
Yeah.
They finally patched that in like 4 months, like 2 days ago, 4 months after release, because people were it was so frustrating.
Something I just realized today in Final Fantasy XIV, I've been playing a tank for a year.
Yeah.
And I thought this was just me being really stupid and like not reading the ability right the first time. But apparently it only changed the last patch, where Reprisal, one of the defensive cooldowns, is AoE.
What? That's weird.
It used to be, it's basically a debuff you put on the enemy
to
reduce their damage.
Okay.
But you can actually do it, it's AoE now. And I'm like, wow, that would have been really useful to know.
Yeah. Oops. Oh,
I feel like I've read like every patch note and for some reason just didn't see that one. But yeah, I thought it was like, wait, has Reprisal been AoE this whole time? Because I've only ever used it on bosses. But yeah, no.
I have the same experience where I'm like 2 years behind content, so I'm watching all the videos, like Mistech videos and stuff, and I'm like, these really aren't necessary because I'm so over leveled for this stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, first you'll see this mechanic and do this, and then that mechanic and do that. And I'm like, this battle took 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that. If I did, I didn't notice. Like,
well, that's the thing with with DPS a lot of the time too. Is most of the mechanics are for DPS, but the really, really important ones are usually for like tanks and healers.
Well, yes, unless there's like a cannon or something you have to ride in the battle, then I'm expected to do that. But you're right. Most of the time, your job as a damage dealer is to deal damage and not get hit by stuff, which is not that difficult.
Yep.
And, the one attack out of 10 that's not telegraphed. Well, now that I understand the like petrify mechanic or whatever it was, like some of the guys have the look away thing, which I was like, why does this keep hitting me? And someone's like, you have to turn away from him. I'm like, what? Oh, when did that get added? I'm like, that's weird.
It's actually also in Brave Fox Longstop at level 32.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I definitely didn't know. So
there's also some early bosses, but there's I mean, I guess you don't tank, so you wouldn't necessarily know. But there's a conal AoE.
No, I know.
On one of them where it has the eyeball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm always attacking from the back anyway.
But usually with bosses, it's just like, if you look at the boss, you know, it happens on you.
Yeah.
And then in Shadowbringers, in one of the raids, there's a look-away mechanic that goes onto a friendly character.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The raids have been really fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm excited to hopefully do Savage before the next patch, maybe at least once.
Jeez, Savage is always too much. It's too much.
See,
I think the problem is
it's actually too much. Like,
it's too much for pugs. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, but we have a pre-made group now.
Yeah,
and we did Titania the other week, so I'm hoping we'll go into Eden Savage. At some point before the next patch.
I tried to do, I think I told you this. This is such a deep cut. Sorry, Tim and Renee. But I tried to do the Moogle King Savage. And the mechanic there is you have to.
Oh, you mean the extreme?
Yeah, sorry, extreme. You have to burn all of the Moogles equally. Because once you kill the first one, it sets the countdown timer. And like, I literally looked this up and I kept shouting this. And the guy who was tanking was like, no, that's wrong. You guys just aren't killing them fast enough. And I'm like, no, you have it backwards. You're reading the normal trial guide, dude. We have to do these all at the same time.
See, like, I thought you had to kill them in a specific order.
No, that's the normal one. On the extreme, you have to burn them all evenly. And then, because once you kill one, it starts the countdown timer. Once you kill, I believe it's 2, he damages himself to heal them all. And once he does that twice, it starts the final countdown timer. So they need to all be at like 2 health before you kill any of them. So that, because the amount of damage he takes is equal to how much he has to heal them, right? So you need to burn them all way down.
Usually when we do the extreme Moogle, we just kill them in a certain order with the healer dying first, and then we have to kill the tethered one.
I can't remember. This is a while ago, but I knew we were just doing it wrong. I could tell because I was like literally had the guide open. Like, and the guy's like, "Nope, your DPS just aren't strong enough." And I'm like,
"There's also this level 50 dungeon. I don't remember which one it is exactly, but it has Diabolos at the end."
Okay, yeah. That's is it level 50?
I think it's level 50.
That was
Maybe 60.
No, that was a
It's 50 or 60.
Heaven's Word thing.
And well, no, there's the raid with Diabolos at the end.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah. It's funny. I wouldn't have known that actually before because I just watched a video on that raid like yesterday.
That raid's fun. Sky Pirates, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that one. There's like mechanics, and it's like really hard because there's this curse and that and the other. But nowadays you can just DPS right through. So you have to actually tell people not to do the mechanics because it's easier without them if you don't do the mechanics.
Yeah.
If you just burn him, then you'll take a big AoE, and if some people are under geared, they might die. But then you just res them, and you're fine. You just burn them. But otherwise, you take these curses if you actually do the mechanic properly, and the curses increase how much damage you take. And
okay, so I do vaguely remember this
like
boss.
the next AoE that he does will just kill everybody. Because you can't take the curses off or anything. So I don't know how you're actually supposed to do that mechanic without dying.
I think you're just supposed to.
But we just burn them now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. That was our Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on a different weapon that takes hours and hours and hours to make.
Another one.
Yeah, so I got my Dark Knight one from Heaven's Word, and it's like a little black triangle, and then when you pull it out, it has like this really cool design. It has like runes on it, and it has like a laser sword basically.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty.
really cool.
It's pretty slick looking for sure.
And then, now I'm working on my warrior weapon.
Excuse me.
From the Realm Reborn,
which is an
relic
axe.
weapon, which is an axe for the warrior. Yep. And I finished the first part, the first weapon and first glowy version like a while ago, and then I got really confused because it was like do something, but it's not part of a quest.
Right. I know. I had to tell you. I remember.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I finished that. I got this. I'm like, no. There's the next step. That's not a quest. You're like, what? I'm like, you have to get Atmos, 14 of them, one from every zone. Like,
well,
are you kidding? No, they're rare drops from random fates. It's a pain in the butt.
and you have to have the weapon equipped.
Yep.
Yep. But I did them in just like 2 or 3 evenings.
Yeah.
So I think they must have buffed the
they
drop rate.
100% did, especially because when I first started doing it, first of all, the fates would never spawn, and when they did, everyone was trying to do it, so they would get rushed so fast. So it's just like, what?
I'm really excited for this this expansion's relic weapon. I think it might be coming in this patch that's coming up. Because they were talking about how in they really liked how they did the relic weapons in ARR and Heaven's Word, where you're doing old content, recycling old content, because then it like helped queue times and stuff for people. But they also really liked having like an area to explore, which is how they did it in
That was
Storm's
the weird island thing. Okay.
Yeah. Which I haven't done because it's just really just stupid.
Yeah.
If you're soloing,
It
I came
seemed
in way too late,
lame,
and it's really not soloable.
Well, can we duo it once I get there?
I mean,
I still have to get in my Palace of the Dead to
and
level
I think
50.
they've nerfed it now too.
Like made it easier.
But when it was in Storm's Blood, it was like there's 3 islands to go through, and frickin' Shadowbringers is almost out, so you're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Of course. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah, but now I can do it current, like when it
There
comes
you go.
out.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for it.
This is the first time you're leveled. Well, I guess you were at.
This is the first time I'm level capped at the beginning of an expansion.
Damn.
Last time I was level cap before the last patch that gave a dungeon.
I gotta tell you, it's been way easier running through it 2 years later because I never get level gated ever.
Yeah.
Maybe like if I'm like really invested and I'm only running MSC, but I stop to do every blue quest too, and I'm never level gated. Like,
yeah, I'm only level gated like a couple of times, and usually it's just because I do just the main story and then the flight quests.
like my bard's like 74, and I haven't even touched Shadowbringers yet. Like I've barely started the between
that's
quest
insane.
chain.
I don't know how you do it because like I'm never that over leveled.
Because I keep doing my daily roulettes to get my stupid tomestones for my that gives me like a level every other day. Like,
I never did the roulettes while doing main story.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the Super Bowl. It's today. Now, Vito.
Yeah.
A, did you know the Super Bowl was today? Were you
Yes.
aware of this?
Yes, I had colleagues at work. who
Yes, I
told me.
figured. Okay. Because I have seen a lot of, for the first time in a long time, a lot of people on the internet being like, I legit forgot.
Yeah.
And last night we went out with our family, like, oh, yes,
From what I
tomorrow
heard,
is Super
nobody
Bowl
cares about
Sunday.
the teams this time.
So that was my second question. Do you know what teams are playing?
God, I can't remember, but it was the 49ers.
Correct. That's one of them.
Uh,
Where are the 49ers from? What's a chocobo?
49ers, aren't they from California?
They are from California. Can you be more specific?
San Francisco?
Correct.
Hey. See, I know that because I'm from California.
Yes, I know. What's the other team?
Packers?
Incorrect. It is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Was it the previous game that had the Packers and the 49ers?
No, it was
Because I feel
wait,
like
I think it was the previous game was the Packers 49ers.
Okay, so I heard about that one.
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't know the other.
You
team
were
for this one.
2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
All right. So I found this it's like
What are the Chiefs? Who are the Chiefs?
from
Why are
Kansas
the
City.
Chiefs?
What why are the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Their logo
I've
is
never
like
heard of
a
them before.
arrowhead. Well, they're from Kansas City. It's It's
Exactly.
in the middle of the country. That's why we're rooting for the 49ers in this household, because California is cooler than Missouri. Come at me, you Midwesterners. I don't know if we have any listeners in the Midwest.
Kansas and Missouri?
Kansas City is in Missouri.
Oh,
It's
that's
on the
funny.
border.
Isn't Kansas in? It's like a state.
Kansas
as well?
is a state, but Kansas City is in Missouri.
Why?
It's on the border. It's like half and half.
But why?
I have no idea. I didn't name the damn thing. Why are there two
would they
Portlands?
do that?
Like, you know?
They should just merge the two states. It's not like anything happens on either of them anyway.
Anyway, I found this. So, do you know what a prop bet is?
No.
So, a prop bet.
I'm gonna assume it's a battery you equip to increase your protection stat.
Ha, 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 ha. Okay, so in gambling, you can bet like who's going to win the game, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty straight up. You can. They also have the points spread. That's kind of the idea of that is to kind of make it equal that both teams can win. So like, okay, sure, the Patriots are obviously going to beat the Dolphins, but are they going to beat them by at least 15 points? You know,
Right.
let's kind of even that out. But you can also bet on weird shit. They call these prop bets. So I found this little like I don't even know what to call it. We'll call it our prop bet game. So I'm gonna give you a series of prop bets. These are all 50-50. So like yes or no, more or less, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I filled mine out. We'll fill yours out, and I posted it on the channel so everyone can fill out. Whoever gets the most points wins the game. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question. Demi Lovato singing the national anthem. Will it be over or under 2 minutes long?
Is he a pop singer?
She? Yes.
That's how much I don't know about this.
Demi Lovato? I believe she was a Disney Channel star.
Okay, under.
Under? Okay, I'll mark you under. Will the halftime show be over or under 32 minutes long?
Over.
Over? That's what I said too. How long will the game be? Over or under 3 hours and 34 minutes?
Over.
Over?
I feel like football games are almost always 4 hours.
Yeah, especially these big ones. The coin toss. Will it be heads or tails?
What is the coin toss?
Before the game, they flip a coin to decide who gets the ball first.
Oh, okay.
It's literally just the flip of a coin.
I guess I'll just guess heads.
Heads? Okay. Who's going to win, San Francisco or Kansas City?
Oh, San Francisco.
Okay. We got the first 5.
I've heard Kansas City's good at football, but I'm just going to vote for San Francisco anyway.
All right. So the first couple are going to be stats, and then we get into the fun ones later. So just bear with me through the statistical ones. Over or under 10.5 points combined between both teams in the first quarter.
Oh, in the first quarter?
In the first quarter, 10.5 points. So that would be like both teams scoring a touchdown, basically, right? Because 7-3 would
in the
be.
first quarter?
Yeah, I know. That's why it's tricky.
I want to say under.
Under? I also said under.
Yeah,
Can't
'cause
remember.
I feel like they go up to like 4 or 5 points, but before in like the first quarter, you know.
Well, you usually score. I mean, a touchdown is 7 points, and a field goal is 3. That's the most common ways to score. So getting 5 points is rare.
Well, I guess not 5 itself, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah,
Like 5 or under.
yeah. No, typically Super Bowls have really slow starts, and they don't really pick up to the second half. Okay, 16 and same question, second quarter, 16 and a half points.
Sure. Let's go on yes on that one.
Over? Okay.
Yeah, over, I mean.
10 and a half, third quarter.
Wait, what?
10 and a half points scored in the third quarter. So this isn't total. This is per quarter. If you want to change the 16 and a half.
Yeah,
in the
I'm going to go
quarter.
under. Okay. And then I'll go over for the third quarter, probably.
Okay. 14 and a half, fourth quarter.
Under.
Okay. And for the whole game, 54 and a half.
I want to say under.
Under. Low scoring game, says Vito. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the points. Let's get into stats. Total touchdowns between both teams, 6.5. Over, under.
How many points is that?
A touchdown would be 7 points, so that would be
Like 35?
if 6 touchdowns would be 42 points combined between the two teams. Well, assuming they make the extra points, 36 plus.
And that's combined between the two teams?
Yeah, both teams
I'll say
combined.
over.
Okay, 3.5 field goals.
Is that over under again?
Yeah, these are all over under.
Man, I don't know how many field goals are like in a game usually.
I mean, if they're scoring a lot of touchdowns, they ain't kicking a lot of field goals. It's kind of one or the other.
I guess over.
Over. The whole point of this, by the way, is that you really don't know football at all. So I want to see if I can beat you, because it would be embarrassing if I don't, but hilarious if you beat me. So anyway, 1.5 interceptions, over or under. What do you know what an interception is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when the ball's thrown to somebody else and somebody else catches.
Yes, that's when the other team catches
the other
the
team
pass.
catches
Yes.
the pass, yeah.
Okay.
How many?
1.5.
Over.
Over. I'll mark you over. 1.5 fumbles lost.
1.5 fumbles lost.
So this is not only do you have to fumble it, the other team has to pick it up.
Oh, 1.5.
Mm.
I feel like 1.5 is a good number. Shit.
Well, you can't have a half fumble lost. It's
Well,
either going to be 1 or 2.
No, I know, but like, I feel like you'd only have like 1 or 2 in the game anyway.
I mean, ideally, these are exactly in the middle, right? Like, that's the hope.
Yeah,
Because then
totally.
Vegas makes money.
I
Because
guess I'll go
everyone
over then.
bets evenly. Over, wow. 4.5 sacks.
Sacks.
That's when the quarterback gets tackled before he throws the ball. This is also educational.
Yeah. Quarterback gets tackled for the and how many?
4.5. Under. 6.5 punts.
What's the punt?
So a punt is if you're not going to be able to get the first down, you punt the ball to the other team, so it goes like way down the field. So because if you have 4 downs to get a first down. If you fail, the other team gets the ball where it is. But if you punt it, it ends up like 40 yards
so they have
further
to start
away.
further away.
Yep.
Okay.
So the idea is you failed to score,
And
you're
what's the number
giving
for
up,
this one?
and you're punting. 6.5 between both teams.
Under.
All right. 10.5 penalties accepted. Under? A low penalty game, huh? Interesting.
Accepted at least.
Yeah. All right. Individual player stats. Over under. 80.5 rushing yards for Raheem Mostert. He plays for the 49ers. He is a running back.
And what's the number?
80.5 yards rushing.
Yards. How many yards on a football field?
100. There's 100 yards in a football field.
I guess. So he'd have to run 80 in one run.
No, not one run total. Like all his runs combined.
Oh, combined.
So if he runs 25 times for 4 yards apiece, that's 100 yards. All right.
Yeah, I'd say over 80.
Over 80?
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, 19.5 pass completions. So that's he throws the ball and somebody catches it.
How many?
19.5.
Under.
Deebo Samuel, 54.5 yards receiving. Maybe he catches it.
Yeah. How's the number again?
54.5.
It's a lot of catches.
Well, it's yards, not catches.
Oh.
Yeah, yards. 54 catches in a game would be absurd. The most ever is 22.
Yeah.
And that was like 54.
I was like, what the hell?
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Over.
Oh, big game for Deebo Samuel, says that.
I don't
it was any of this.
I'm doing it purely based off of like a numbers game for me.
Yeah. George Kittle, 5.5
Like
receptions.
numbers based off the action, not even based off who it is.
Yeah. 5.5 receptions for George Kittle.
What is the reception?
That's a catch.
Oh, just
That's
another
times he caught the ball this time.
Oh,
5.5.
okay.
Yeah.
And at 5.5?
Mhm.
Over.
Emmanuel Sanders, 2.5 receptions. Do you know who any of these people
No.
are? That's the best part.
I'm gonna do over on that one too.
Over. Okay. Matt Breida, 3.5 rushing attempts. So that's times they handed him the ball to run it. 3.5. Matt Brieda.
I'm going to go under.
Under. That's the conventional wisdom there. Okay. That was the 49ers. We're almost done with the real boring ones for you. Then we get on to the fun ones. Okay. So on to the Chiefs. Damian Williams rushing yards, 50.5.
Rushing yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's them being handed the ball again?
Yeah, that's handed the ball and then running.
50 yards?
How many yards? Yep. Not necessarily in one play. Okay. Patrick Mahomes passing yards, 304.5. 300 is considered a good game for a quarterback.
I'll go under.
Under. Tyreek Hill receiving yards, 73.5.
Receiving yards.
Mm-hmm. Not catches, not 73 catches.
Yeah. I know. I was just thinking about it in my head again.
Oh, man,
I want to say
hilarious.
over.
Over. So Mahomes is going to get less than 300 yards, but Hill's going to get over 74 receiving. Interesting. So he's only going to pass the Tyreek Hill. Sammy.
I'm literally like, I don't know the people or the positions, so I'm just
yeah, I know.
A number too random.
Sammy Watkins, 3.5 catches.
3.5 catches.
Mm-hmm. Over. Travis Kelce, 74.5 yards receiving.
Sure, I'll do over on that, I guess.
And Mecole Hardman, 26.5 yards receiving.
Over.
Interesting. You picked over for every receiving yard
I feel like
total,
the
except
receiving
you
yards
picked
are so low.
under for passing yards. So this is interesting. You could be right. Who knows? All right. Now we're going to say San Francisco or Kansas City. Okay? Who's going to score the first touchdown?
49ers.
Who's going to score the first field goal?
And field goal happens when there's not a touchdown?
Yeah. So you fail to get a touchdown, you give up and kick a field goal.
Kansas City.
Who's going to turn the ball over first? So that's a interception or a fumble lost when you're on offense and the other team. The 49ers?
Yeah.
Who's going to call the first timeout?
49ers.
See, at this point, it's just like, I have no idea. We're just like, let's
I'm
just
going
guess.
off of like state personality.
Oh, it's the state.
one.
So California's more laid back, so they're going to call a timeout first. Whoa, can we chill?
No, I was thinking more just like they have more gripes with things.
Which team's going to get the first penalty?
Penalty?
Mm-hmm.
49ers.
49ers. And who's going to win?
49ers.
All right, halfway there.
Wow, that was only halfway.
Oh, yeah. Told you, this is our Super Bowl preview.
Super Bowl Vito doesn't know anything extravaganza.
All right, so now we have yes or no. These are going to be a series of yes or no questions, okay? Will there be a special teams or defensive touchdown?
I don't know what that means.
So, like, typically the offense puts the ball in the end zone. Mm-hmm. A defensive touchdown would be like an interception that the guy runs back for a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
A special teams touchdown would be like on a kickoff or a punt if that guy runs it all the way back for a touchdown.
Okay, and what's
They're
the question?
rare. Yes or no? Will it happen?
Either of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Will Robbie Gould have more points than Harrison Butker?
Sure.
Sure. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion?
What's that mean?
So after you score a touchdown, you can kick an extra point. That's what most people do. Or you can go for a 2-point conversion where you line up at the 2-yard line and try and basically get it in the end zone again for 2 points. You have one play. They're rare as well.
Sure.
You want to have a fun game, huh?
Yeah.
Will either team score in the first 6.5 minutes?
No.
No. Will there be a safety?
What's that?
So safety happens if you're on offense and you're right in front of your end zone. If you get tackled inside your own end zone, that's a safety. It's 2 points for the defense, and then they kick the ball to them. It's very rare.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a no on that one.
All right. Will a call be reversed due to a coach's red flag challenge?
Yes.
Yes? Will there be a missed field goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big game. Will Tyrann Mathieu, a.k.a. the Honey Badger, intercept a pass?
Sure.
Sure. All right.
I feel like if AKA something.
The Honey Badger? He actually hates that nickname.
You obviously
now.
know that character. You obviously know that character.
Yes.
I mean the person.
Will the ball hit the goalpost during a kicking play?
Sure. Why not?
Will San Francisco score in all 4 quarters? You want to play 2R? This is shaking her head. My wife's here.
How long is a quarter usually?
15 minutes. She went.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Will the game be tied at any time after the first score? So besides when it's 0-0, will it ever be tied again?
No.
No?
I'm going to go with no.
There we go. Will Kansas City have the lead at halftime?
No.
No. A 49er boy through and through. Nick Bosa, will he have 3.5 tackles?
It's less I'm a fan of the 49ers and more just like I don't care about Kansas City.
He's a Kansas City hater, huh? Wow. Those Missourians are going to get you.
I don't care about any state that's in the middle of the states. They have
You have no
meaning to me.
coastline? I think you're dead to me.
No, not that far.
Okay, Nick Bosa, total tackle is 3.5. Yes or no? Or
Sure.
sorry, will he have more than that? Yeah? Well, this wasn't in over-unders, but sure. 4th down conversion for a touchdown. So will they go for it? Not only go for it on 4th down, but score a touchdown.
Sure.
Wow.
I lost all translation on that one. I was like, sure, why
figured.
not?
I like it. It's basically playing against somebody flipping a coin. Let's see if I'm better than somebody flipping a coin. Hopefully I can convince Christian to fill this thing out too.
Yeah.
Although I think he's busy today. Will an onside kick be attempted? That's when you, during the kickoff, you kick it real short and try and get your own team to recover it. It's kind of a desperation play because typically what happens is the other team gets the ball.
Let's have that happen.
Attempted? Okay.
Yeah.
Will San Francisco score first after halftime?
No.
Will either team score 3 straight times? As in 3 scores without the other
No.
team scoring. A back and forth game, he says, huh? Will there be any points scored with less than 1 minute remaining in the game?
Sure.
Fight to the finish. Will the game go into overtime?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. And will Kansas City cover the point spread? Will they win by more than 1.5 points? To be fair, earlier you said San Francisco was going to win. So
No.
I would say no.
No.
All right. Well, let's get into the real fun ones. So now you're going to say either odd or even, okay? The jersey number of the first player to score a touchdown. Will it be an odd number or an even number? Okay. How many combined unused timeouts at halftime?
Timeouts?
Sorry, odd or even? Yeah. Both teams have 3 timeouts per half. Even? Okay.
There's 2 teams.
And combined total score, will it be odd or even?
Odd.
Okay. All right. These next questions pertain to the Jennifer Lopez Shakira halftime show.
Okay.
Will the first song sung by J-Lo be Let's Get Loud?
Sure.
Will the first song sung by Shakira be Whenever, Wherever?
Sure.
Will Ricky Martin make an appearance?
No.
There's usually a surprise guest.
Okay.
Do you think it will be Ricky Martin or no?
I don't know any of these things. So no.
Okay. Will the lost song performed by J-Lo be Live It Up?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what's great is I don't know anything about football, but I also don't know anything about pop.
About pop music? Let's talk about commercials now. Will Hyundai be the first automobile commercial?
Sure.
Will the MC Hammer Cheetos ad appear before the end of the first quarter?
Okay. Sure.
Will a real dog appear in more than 3 commercials?
Yeah.
For sure. You're
sure.
definite on that one.
Dogs? Yeah. Dogs and commercials?
Will an Anheuser-Busch brand ad appear before a Coca-Cola brand ad?
No.
No? Coke first? Okay. What color Gatorade is going to be
I'm
dumped?
also going to assume that there's going to be this is my own personal one. I'm going to assume there's going to be a World of Warcraft ad.
Oh. Is there going to be a PS5 ad? I've been hearing rumblings about that.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
What color of
Makes sense.
Gatorade is going to be dumped on the winning coach? Will it be clear? Lime, green, yellow? That counts as 1. Orange, red, blue, or purple?
Red.
Red? Okay, I said purple. Okay. Who do you think is going to be the MVP? of the Super Bowl.
Is it multiple choice?
No.
Who's like the best runner? Like who's the best person for like touchdowns on the 49ers?
So typically it ends up being the quarterback. We can just put the 49ers quarterback in there if you want.
Sure.
Okay. I will do that. I seem to have lost the ability to write words, so I will just try and sign the words Jimmy G. Oh man, this is hideous, but I'm grading it, so I also picked him, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy GQ.
Oh, I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he's internet famous. He loves to be pictured topless. Oh, now I got the text box back. Okay.
I remember you talking about that actually on a previous episode with Christian.
Yes.
Was that all the questions?
No. What's the final score going to be? This is a tiebreaker in case we tie.
Okay. What's like the maximum score that's ever happened?
That's ever happened?
Yeah, so I have like a limit.
The highest scoring game I'm aware of is 52-49.
Okay. I'm guessing both scores?
Yeah. You did say it would be under 54.5 combined points, so you might want to go off that. Something like 28-21 would be a nice guess for you. Just putting it out there. I know you know nothing about football scores.
Let's do like 25 to 23.
25-23. All right.
Is that how that worked?
Yeah, that'll work. That's a bit of a weird one, but that's fine. I'm trying to fill this out on like a PDF, and I like never use PDFs on my Mac, so it's like...
Actually, let's do 26-22.
26-22.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. 4-point win for the Niners. Got you penciled in for that. Save it. All right. So hopefully I'll have the results of this by next week. We can see who the winner is.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm hoping it's me.
Was that the last question?
That was the last question.
There it is.
We're all done. I just love the commercials on the Jennifer Lopez one. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, yeah, I'm definitely using this now.
It's funny.
I also have posted this on the social channels. So listeners, I'm going to put this up probably before. I'm definitely going to put it up before the Super Bowl. If I have to not add the notes, I wouldn't add the notes because it's only half an hour long. Anyway, fill out your bracket, and then we'll announce the winner next week. Give you a nice shout out.
Yeah, there we go.
I got mine here as well. Let's see. Did I disagree with you on anything major? If I can... never mind. I can't get it open because of my stupid Mac. Oh, wait. I have an idea.
Yeah.
1 second. There we go. That'll do it. Let's see. I also said San Francisco was going to win. Oh, I said they were going to win by a lot. I said 45-21 would be the final score. I picked blue Gatorade. And I said Ricky Martin would make a guest appearance.
I thought you said purple.
I thought I did too, but I'm looking at my answer right now. I said blue. I said blue. All right. Well, okay. All right, that's all I got from my Super Bowl preview. It's going to be a Niners win. They're going to try and stop the running game, but they're going to fail. Also, Andy Reid is a terrible coach from his time when he was coaching my least favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles. I remember, and I do not want him to ever win a Super Bowl. So, go Niners.
I feel like the Niners are going to win, and I feel like Kansas City's going to make it like pretty close, but not super close.
But not good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, 4-point difference on my guess.
You got anything else to talk about? That was pretty much the main.
No, yeah. I mean,
the rest of the
played
episode.
Final Fantasy, played Star Wars.
Play Final Fantasy, y'all.
Yeah,
Renee,
y'all need to play Final Fantasy 14. It's really
come
good game.
play Final Fantasy with us.
Even if you don't,
do it.
or even if you aren't like a super game person, it's still like a good experience.
Yeah,
like it's a fun experience.
I was actually just texting with Renee this morning because it was her birthday, and I bought her I bought her and her husband matching Snorlax onesies and then a like Pokemon trainer hat for their kid.
That's funny.
And I got this notification that I'd never seen from Amazon before. It said your package may be lost. I'm like, what? What do you mean lost?
Before.
What happened to it?
I know.
You follow the truck?
I had that in December.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, I got Jane and I got a camera for her mom, and it just got lost.
What? That's crazy. How does that happen?
I don't know.
How does that happen? Promise me 1 day shipping. It's been a week, and it's like, oh, we don't know where it is. Like, what do you mean you don't know where it is? There's tracking numbers all over those effing things. Come on.
Right.
It's the Death Stranding. Some random stranger has to pick it up and deliver it to the right mailbox now. Anyway, that's my Kojima reference at the end of the episode. Christian is very sad that he has been unable to participate, but looks forward to next week.
Hopefully next week we'll return to Christian.
Knock on wood, we'll have him back.